It's just windy, so it's gonna have to be that way. I have these subsonics designed, basically loaded up for a 16-inch. We're gonna go to a 24-inch barrel and see the velocity difference, see if they remain subsonic or if they start going supersonic. And then I'm gonna end up switching guns, and we're gonna test out the accuracy of these as well. Standard deviation, this is actually extremely surprising. 5.3, extreme spread was 14. That's pretty badass. Group size was pretty decent, and so I'm gonna go ahead and do another 5 shots for group. Got a little bit of mixed results, but the results are what they are. I don't do any of that. Here's 4, and then this is a flyer, and then you don't count the flyer. That's not how any of that works. So the first, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 5 shot right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is impact. I'm not sure. I think that might be one. So I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That one actually doesn't look like one. So I got a nice, pretty decent group for subsonics here, except that one that flew kind of way over here. So even though call it a flyer, it's still in the group, so we got to count it. The other ones were 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I did suspect between 1.5 to 2 inches, and I would say that is roughly, say that's probably 2.5 to 3, probably closer to 3 inches. So that's about what I expect. I don't really expect worse than 3 inches. I don't really suspect all that much better though. I think the best case scenario with subsonics, especially with cast lead, is going to be 1.5 inches. If you can get 1.5 inches, I think you're doing really, really well. So I forgot to bring paint. Let's keep shooting. And again, these aren't for supreme accuracy, really major accuracy, but for close range shooting. Let's say you're hunting 100 yards, probably 200 yards might be pushing it, because let's call this 3 is going to open up to 6 inches, if not worse. It's probably going to get worse than that because you're going to have other factors into play. So I would say for subsonic, I would really keep it 100, maybe 150 max. But for out at the range, it's definitely fun. I have shot some mice at like 50 yards with these. Works perfect for that type of setup. Still stays quiet if you're hunting pigs or anything like that and you want to shoot some mice. Keep 20 of these just kind of on the side or something like that. And then I think the dope on these is I have to dial up 2.5 inches, and I found that pretty much across the board. So when I'm shooting supersonic 300 blackout and I go to subs, I got to dial up 2.5. I think my 308 was 2.5. So it's pretty much 2.5 mil difference. So what I typically do is I'm going to have my a rifle set up for my supersonic bullets or my hunting bullet or my long range bullet, and then when I go to a subsonic, I'm going to dial up 2.5. Really simple, but that is it for today. I'm going to keep shooting. I don't feel like I need to record it, but that's that. So I hope you guys enjoy this little subsonic series. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a message below.